This week I had to drive about 2 hours out of Sydney just to pick some things up, which was pretty annoying. But I had the BMW X1 for the journey, which made things a little better. I was in the X1 xDrive 25i, which is the top of the range and comes in at around $60,000. It's a small SUV and competes with cars like the Audi Q3, Mercedes GLA and the Mini Countryman. Here's how it did over 7 days of driving with my family. So the X1 looks good from the outside, but it's not as sleek as some other BMWs. It has the reputation of being the more sensible, responsible family member of the X clan, and it even looks like that. It's a little bit boxier than some of the other BMWs, but I don't mind that. It feels solid and it still looks good. Inside looks good, but it's not the most luxurious of BMW interiors. That practicality is seeping through with the pebbled leather, which will wear better than smooth leather. The leather steering wheel feels really good under the hands. The center console is nicely designed and it has some high gloss bits which really bring in that luxe factor. Not to mention the giant panoramic sunroof, which goes all the way to the back and really brings in that glass roof feeling. This particular X1 is fitted with the M Sport package, so you get these really comfortable sport seats and they're also power adjustable. For storage, you'll find 2 cup holders in the front, a smallish center storage bin, which is actually quite convenient. I chucked my phone in there this week, and a bottle holder in each door. It's nice and roomy in the front. Both me and other taller passengers had enough leg and head space this week. There was no compacted feeling like you can get in some other small SUVs. As far as tech goes, BMW relies on its own multimedia system, which is actually quite good in the xDrive 25i. There's a more sophisticated built-in sat-nav. You can connect via Bluetooth to make calls or listen to music. Apple CarPlay costs an extra $436, but there's no Android Auto option, which is a bit annoying for Android users. The back also has heaps of room. My 2 children were able to sit in here so comfortably all week. They're 5 and 7. I'm 161 centimeters and I've just got so much room between my knees and the seat in front of me. Taller teenagers, adults will be fine in here. Plus, you can actually move these back seats forward and back depending on how much room you need here or in the boot. The back seat gets 2 cup holders plus their own air vents, which is really good in this category. I always think air vents are so important when you live in Australia. The boot as it stands is large. 505 litres means it's actually bigger than an Audi Q3, the Mercedes GLA and the Mini Countryman. So you'll fit a pram in here, or if you're out of pram stage, you'll fit mini bikes in here, sporting equipment, pretty much anything a growing family needs. Plus, we've got underfloor boot space that is also really big. The X1 is a great car to drive. I took it 2 hours out of Sydney this week and it cruised along the highways. It was fast and smooth and comfortable and enjoyable. The xDrive 25i means that it's a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. It's actually the fastest engine in the range, and it's also got all-wheel drive, so you'll get that extra traction on dirt and gravel roads. It handles really nicely and takes corners well. The steering is evenly balanced, which makes parking a breeze, and you've also got a really high-def reverse parking camera to help you out with that. There's a head-up display that shows your speed in the windscreen, and it also flashes red up there if you get too close to the car in front. I felt really confident driving this car on the open road this week, and it was also nimble enough for the city. Fuel consumption is a claimed 6.6 litres for every 100 k's you drive, which is fairly average for a car this size. The safety is good with airbags for driver and front passenger, plus side curtain airbags that extend to the back row. It has got advanced safety like lane departure alerts and forward collision warning, but you are missing other advanced safety like rear cross traffic alerts, which is a bit of a miss because that is becoming standard across the category. The BMW X1 is a lovely family car to drive around, whether you're in the city or you're driving on the open road. It's really spacious on the inside, has a large boot for this category, and it drives beautifully, so you feel good in it. I gave it a family rating of 8 out of 10, and my kids also gave it an 8 out of 10. Scary how good car critics they're becoming.